The hardest years of parenting start at 30. Not your age, theirs. You raised them, sacrificed for them, put them through school. And now, they won't return your calls. They married someone you can't stand. Or they're raising your grandkids in ways that make you physically bite your tongue. You offer advice, good advice, and they look at you like you just suggested they join a cult. You spent 20 years being the answer to their problems. Now you're treated like you are the problem. In the next 8 minutes, I'm going to share 3 Stoic tools that can help you find peace when your adult children won't listen, plus 1 sentence you can actually use on your next call with them. I'll share that sentence at the end. Quick disclaimer up front. If we're talking about abuse, addiction, or genuine safety concerns, get professional help. This is for the normal, painful reality of adult children who have simply drifted away or made choices you can't support. Now let's talk. The Stoics, Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus, understood that you can love someone deeply and still not be able to control them. Marcus watched his own son, Commodus, become a tyrant. These weren't distant philosophical problems. These were personal heartbreaks. But they developed 3 core practices that transformed how they dealt with difficult family relationships. Not how to fix the relationship. How to find peace when the relationship is broken and the children won't change. You can't use Stoic tools to make your adult children respect you or call you more, but you can use them to stop letting that fact destroy the rest of your life. Let's go. Practice number 1. The dichotomy of control. Epictetus put it simply: some things are in our control and others not. Here's how this applies to your adult children. You cannot control whether they call you, whether they take your advice, who they married, how they raise their kids, or whether they appreciate what you did for them. You can control how you respond when they do call, whether you offer advice or just listen, your tone, your boundaries, and whether you build a life that's meaningful even without their approval. Here's the practice. Do this now. Pause this video if you need to. Get a piece of paper, 2 columns, 60 seconds, left side. What I cannot control about my adult children, right side. What I can control about myself, write it all down. Every frustration, every disappointment. Then look at that left column and say out loud, I am letting this go, not because I don't care, because I can't change it. Now the right column. This is where my power is. This is what I'm going to focus on. Every time you catch yourself obsessing over what they're doing wrong, come back to this question. Is this in my control? If not, let it go. You'll need to do this weekly because you'll forget. We all do. 2 more practices. Here's the second. Practice 2, Amor Fati. Accept reality. Amor Fati means love your fate. Not pretend to be happy about bad things. It means accept reality as it is, then choose your purposeful response. Marcus Aurelius wrote, accept the things to which fate binds you and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. He didn't say love the people who meet your expectations. He said love the people fate brought you, including the adult children who turned out different than you planned. Here's what this looks like. Your adult child is who they are right now, not who you raised them to be, not who you hoped they'd become, who they actually are. You have 3 options. 1. Keep waiting for them to change and finally appreciate you. You can spend the next 20 years waiting. It might never happen. 2. Cut them off completely. Valid if the relationship is toxic, but it comes at a cost. 3. Accept who they actually are and decide whether you can have a relationship with that person. Here's the practice. Say this out loud. They are who they are today. I don't have to like it to accept reality. You're not giving up. You're acknowledging what's real. Because here's the truth. You can resent reality or you can work with reality, but you can't change it by resenting it. Once you accept who they actually are, you can make a clear decision. Can I have a relationship with this person as they are? Or do I need distance for my own peace? 1 more. This is the one that saves your sanity. Practice 3. Focus on your own virtue. The Stoics believed your job isn't to make other people virtuous. Your job is to be virtuous yourself, especially when other people are acting badly. Marcus Aurelius. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. Here's how this applies. Maybe your adult child is being disrespectful, selfish, ungrateful. Your Stoic job is not to make them stop. It's to not become those things yourself. Here's the practice. Every time you interact with your adult child or think about them, ask yourself, what would the best version of me do right now? Not the petty version, not the hurt version, the wise, courageous version. Here are 2 lines you can actually use. When they start venting, try, do you want me to just listen or also share what I see? If things get heated, I want to keep talking and I'll step away if we start insulting each other. You can't control whether your adult children become good people, but you can control whether you do. And here's the irony. When you stop trying to control them and focus on your own character, you often become the kind of person they eventually want to be around. Not always, but sometimes. And even if they don't, you'll still be someone you're proud to be. Look, I'm not going to lie to you. This is hard. Accepting that your adult children might never be who you hoped, that's one of the hardest things you'll ever do. The Stoics didn't promise it would be easy. They promised it would be possible. Marcus watched his son destroy much of what he'd built. Epictetus never had the family he wanted, but they didn't let that destroy their peace. They didn't spend their final years bitter and resentful. They focused on what they could control, their own responses, their own character, their own peace of mind. You can't control your adult children, but you can control whether that fact consumes you. And that might be the most important parenting lesson of all, learning when to let go. If this gave you even a small sense of relief, I'd be grateful if you'd subscribe. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Here's a quick example. Picture this. You type, "Can we talk?" Delete. You free? Delete. Then you don't text at all. How much of your suffering is about what's actually happening and how much is the story you're telling yourself? They didn't call on your birthday. That's the fact. The story might be, they don't love me. I was a terrible parent. I'm going to die alone. Maybe, but probably not. Maybe they're just busy. Maybe they forgot. Maybe they're dealing with their own struggles and it has nothing to do with you. You don't know. But you're suffering as if your worst story is definitely true. The Stoics would say, come back to reality. Let go of the story. Deal with what's actually in front of you. You're stronger than you think, and you're more than your role as a parent. If you know another parent who's quietly struggling with this, share this video with them. Sometimes the most stoic thing we can do is remind each other. We're not alone, and it's okay to let go of what we can't control. Thanks for being here. Take care of yourself, not just your kids, yourself. Choose peace. Timeless wisdom for a restless world. See you in the stillness.